Okay. So for today's practice, we're going to kind of focus on having a bit of like a release down the back line of the body, so through the spine, but then we're going to strengthen through the front line of the body. So if you can have any kind of intention physically, they're kind of the parts that you want to focus on. But we're just going to start cross-legged. So in a comfortable seat, having whichever leg kind of naturally goes in front, go for that. And then once you have your playlist set up, just press play when you're ready. And then if you want to just gently kind of relax through the eyelids, if you do need to sit onto a pillow or anything that allows a little bit more space in your hips, go for that. And then we're going to kind of start moving straight away with our breath today. So take a deep breath in and circle your arms all the way out to the sides, reaching up to the sky. So grow nice and tall. Palms come together. And as you exhale, bring your hands down to your center at your heart. A long releasing breath out. Beautiful. Take another breath in. Reach your arms up to the sky. So grow tall. But this time, as you exhale, just take your arms out to the sides in line with your shoulders. So turn the palms forward so they're facing the front of the room. And as you breathe in, you start to just lift your chest slightly up to the sky. So a little kind of squeeze of the shoulder blades together, opening through the chest. Then as you exhale, you start to bring the hands forward in front of your chest. So you might even turn the fronts of your wrists forward and kind of having them touch. That way you round a little more through the spine here, tuck the belly in. And we're just going to repeat that flow 2 more times. So inhale, take your arms out wide to the sides. The palms turn forward, the chest lifts. And as you exhale, we fold inwards. So the fronts of your wrists touch, the fronts of your fingers might touch. We curl the spine. And then just 2 more. Breathe in to lift nice and open and bright through the chest. And exhale breath, we come inwards. So a little kind of contraction in the belly, opening through that back line. Beautiful. Inhale to take it all the way out to the sides, opening through the chest. And then this time as you breathe in, take your arms up to the sky. And an exhale breath, hands to heart. Okay, bring your hands in front of you. So just kind of your fingertips to the ground. Take a breath in and just grow a little taller through the spine. Then as you exhale, start to crawl the hands forward. So going for that first forward fold, keeping this nice and active. So not really a kind of yin stretch. We want to keep a little activation through the palms of the hands. So like you're pushing your kind of glutes into the mat a little. So you get really long through the lower back and all the way to the crown of the head as it tips down towards the mat. And then we're taking that full deep breath in through the nose and slowly letting the breath go. And then nice and gentle, take your time to just roll through the spine, crawl the hands in and come all the way back up to your seat. Okay, switching over sides. So whatever leg's in front, switch over to the other side. So it feels a little bit awkward. Okay, repeating that same thing. Inhale breath, take your arms out and up to the sky. Palms touch, exhale breath, hands to heart. So just a nice simple round of breath. Beautiful. Inhale, arms come up to the sky. Exhale breath, hands come out to the sides in line with the shoulders. We breathe in to open up. So lift the chest slightly, palms are forward. Exhale breath, we contract inwards. So bring the hands forward, the fronts of the wrists touch. So you get a little bit of a kind of wrist stretch there. And then 2 more. Inhale, open up, lift the heart, roll the shoulders back. Beautiful. Exhale breath, we curl in. So the belly softens in, the chin tucks in, and you really open that back line. 1 more time, breathe in, open and lift. Exhale breath, contract in. Beautiful, guys. All right, inhale, take them out to the sides, a little lift to the heart. And then on your next inhale breath, lift the arms up to the sky. Exhale breath, hands to center. Okay, bring your hands down to the mat in front of you. Slowly curl your hands forward to fold forward and down. And then again, make sure there's that little push so you're still engaging all the muscles through the spine. And you can relax a little through the neck, have a little break there. And just 1 full breath in. And full breath out. Okay, a slow roll all the way back up to your seat. One vertebrae at a time, lift through your body. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to kind of come straight into a boat pose. So if you want to untangle your legs and just bring your feet in front of you so your knees are bent. Take your hands out in front of you. So a few options depending how strong you want to go in the core this morning. Lift the chest a little. So again, we're nice and bright through the center of the chest. You start to shift the weight to the tops of your sitting bones. So there's a little lean back. Okay. You want to lift the feet, come to a 90-degree angle. If this is too much, feel free to bring your feet down. The option to either hold here, otherwise we're going to start to tap the toes to the mat. So as you inhale, the right leg lowers down, or the right toes, just a tap to the mat, and slowly bring it back up. Beautiful. Left toes lower, and back up. 4 more. Right toes lower, keep the lift through the heart. Beautiful, and back up. Left toes lower, so we're using that control, the strengthening through the front of the body. 1 more each side. I think I've lost count. And right up, and left leg down, and up, and just hold for 1 more breath. Okay, slowly lower the feet down, lift the chest, lift the belly. I think I did less than I was supposed to then. All right, swing yourself around and come on to all fours, so into your tabletop position. And then just that regular alignment, make sure your wrists are under your shoulders, your fingers are spread wide, fully supported into the mat. Okay, breathe in, find your cow position as your belly dips down, your shoulders roll open and the spine arches. Exhale, breath, we flow inwards to that same motion in the spine that we just explored. The belly collapses, the neck releases. And then just take some time here. We want to start to kind of find your own rhythm. So moving through your standard cat-cow, if that's where you want to stay. Or if there's any parts of your body that you already kind of feel that there's little niggles or little tight spots, feel free to start to kind of broaden your movement. I'm going to spend just a little bit of time here, just some free flowing. If you want to rock side to side, if you want to explore circles, any movements that feel like awaken a little bit of extra space in your body. And you might even just close the eyes for a moment, so knowing you don't need to watch anything, you don't need to look at anyone. This is just a couple moments for you to just have that extra sense of tuning into your body. And let's just take 2 more rounds here. So just keep flowing with your breath in and out of the nose if you can this morning. And keeping the nervous system calm, yet the body kind of soft and flowy. 1 more round. And using your exhale breath to come back to your straight and neutral spine. Okay, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog, hips to sky. Beautiful. If you want to take a moment here, if you feel the need to pedal out the feet, feel free to go for that. If you want to have a little bit of stillness, that option's always there. But can you start to plug down a little more through the fingertips today? So all the way through the palms of the hands, into the knuckles, to the thumbs. Make sure there's kind of a little bit of stability there through the hands. For finding that active push. We're really trying to find this long straight line through the spine. So we're opening down that back line of the body, but then there's this sense of pulling the belly in. So you're still strengthening through the core. You're holding the body strong while releasing. And let's just take 1 more breath here. And if you're pedaling out the feet, come into stillness. Okay, as you inhale, send your right leg up to the sky, a 3-legged dog. So keeping that right hip down. As you exhale, we tiger curl knee to chest. So curl it straight into the center. We hold here. So we're building that heat straight away. 2 more times. Inhale, right, 3-legged dog, kick the right leg back. Exhale through the center, tiger curl it in. 1 more time. Inhale, right leg lifts up and back. Exhale straight through the center. Have that moment, that little pause, and step between your hands. Bring it through. Okay, left knee lowers down. Untuck your toes, rise up, half crescent lunge, bring your arms to the sky. Okay, bring your hands together here. So you can either grab alternate wrists or a pistol grip if that feels comfortable for you. So index fingers pointing up. And as you inhale, we just try and lift ourselves up and out of the hips. So it's just kind of this long stretch up to the sky, and then you might dip into the left hip if it feels comfortable here. But we're really trying to create all the space through the sides of the body and the front and the back line. Just hold here for one more breath in. And exhale, breath, release your hands, bring them down to the mat. Okay, tuck your left toes, lift the left knee. We shift onto the right foot, step to the top of the mat into your forward fold. The left foot meets the right. Beautiful. Take a halfway lift as you breathe in, a long straight spine. Exhale to fold back down. We rise to stand, circle the arms all the way up to the sky, that deep breath in. And we'll keep flowing here. So exhale, hands pull straight through your center line. Fold forward and down, nice and gently. Allow the back to release. Beautiful. Halfway lift as you breathe in. Exhale to fold. Okay, same thing here. Bring your hands down to the mat. Again, left foot comes back behind you. So you're in the lunge on the right leg. Lower your left knee. Untuck the toes. Rise up, half crescent, arms to sky. So same thing. Interlace the fingers, index fingers can be poking up. We inhale, lift nice and tall. Maybe on the exhale, you dip a little into the left hip and we just hold. So keep the push through the right foot, especially if you feel a little wobbly, plug the right big toe down. One more breath in to reach up. And exhale, breath, let the hands go, frame the front foot. Okay, left toes tuck, knee lifts. This time, step back to a plank. So right foot meets the left at the back of the mat. Okay, knees lifted or lowered here, whatever your choice, but tuck the chin in. We inhale to shift forward. Exhale to lower all the way down to the mat. So take your journey, pull the elbows in, hips stay lifted so you can lower all at one time. Beautiful. Untuck the toes. We inhale, baby cobra. So that slight lift of the heart, shoulders are back. Exhale to fold back down. Tuck the toes under, either modified or full plank. Lift your body. And downward facing dog, hips to sky. Beautiful. I'm just having a moment to pause before we repeat that on the other side. So take a deep breath in and rinse it out. Pushing into the palms. Inhale, left leg lifts to sky, three-legged dog, flex through the heel. Exhale, tiger curl, knee to chest, curl it in, shoulders over the wrists. Two more times. Inhale, left leg lifts back. Exhale, straight into the chest, tiger curl, keep the hips lifted. One more time. Inhale, left leg back. Exhale through the center, step between your hands. Right knee comes down, untuck the toes, rise up, half crescent. Beautiful, guys. Hands come together. Again, you can interlace the fingers, whatever feels comfortable here. Otherwise, pistol grip. Inhale to lift up. Exhale, maybe a slight sink in the hips, but we're just keeping the spine long and straight. Noticing if the ribs start to flare out, we want to keep them tucked in. One more breath in. Exhale, breath, hands down to the mat. Beautiful. Right toes tuck, knee lifts. Shift the weight onto your left foot. We step to the top of the mat into a forward fold. So the feet can be hip distance apart if that's comfortable. Halfway lift, a breath in. Exhale, breath to fold. We rise, circle the arms all the way up to sky, growing tall. And keep flowing. Exhale, breath, hands through your center, a bend in the knees as you fold in half down to the mat. Beautiful. Halfway lift, lengthen the spine, tuck the chin in. Exhale to fold. Hands come down, right foot back behind you into your lunge. Lower the right knee. Again, relax the toes, half crescent lunge. We rise on up, arms to sky. Pistol grip with the hands, so fingers interlace, pointers up. Inhale, breath, stretch up tall. Exhale, breath, maybe a little dip. So you're just getting a bit space into the right hip flexor. Nice. One breath in. Exhale, breath, hands down to the mat. Find your lunge. Okay, tuck the right toes, lift the right knee. back to your plank. Now, if you want to skip these at any flow today or modify, feel free to modify. So knees lifted or lowered. We inhale to shift forward. Exhale to lower either halfway or take it all the way down to the mat. Keep the legs strong. Untuck the toes through cobra or the full extension of up dog, opening the front line of the body. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips to the sky. Nice, guys. Okay, taking that long, smooth breath in and letting it go. Okay, we're kind of keep sticking with the tiger curls today. So in an inhale, right leg lifts to sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, tiger curl, knee to chest. We have 3, so hold it here. Inhale, kick the right leg back, three-legged dog. Exhale, tiger curl, knee to chest. Keep the hips nice and lifted. One more time. Inhale, right leg goes back. Exhale, straight through the center. This time we step between the hands. Okay, we're shifting the weight straight forward onto the right foot. Step to the top of the mat into your forward fold. So feet hip distance apart. A halfway lift. Breathe in. Exhale, breath, fold down. Rise to stand, circle the arms all the way up to the sky. And this time stay standing, bring your hands to your heart center. Okay, inhale, take your arms back up to the sky. Hold here so you can let the breath out. Shifting your weight onto your right foot. Gonna lift the left leg to a stalk. So left knee lifts to hip height, flexing the toes up to the sky. Beautiful, find that strength. We hold here for a moment, finding that awakening through the core. It's nice and strong. Slowly flow through to aeroplane. So the left leg passes the right. The chest stays nice and lifted here. The palms will turn out. So it's just a baby back bend. It doesn't need to be big. Hold for one breath. Pull the left hip down. Okay, crescent lunge. Tap the left ball of the foot behind you. Beautiful. Okay, coming straight into an arrowhead here, you start to bring the chest forward. That left leg straightens, so feel like you're squishing something underneath your left heel. Then we start to flow the arms, so the chest stays where it is. We inhale, bring the arms forward in line with your ears and shoulders. Exhale, flow them back down. Keep the chest where it is, the chin in. 2 more times. Inhale, arms reach forward. Keep the emphasis, the strength on the back leg. Exhale, flow the arms back down. One more time. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, flow them back. Okay, inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. So lift the chest, lift the arms. Have a moment here. Keep squeezing the thighs in. Take a breath in. Exhale, breath, warrior 2. Expand to your left. So widen in the stance, getting deep into the hips. Reach the arms out and roll the shoulders back. Beautiful. Get a little deeper into your lunge. So bend the right knee a little more. Nice. Flip your front palm, reverse your warrior. Right arm lifts up to the sky. Beautiful. Exhale, warrior 2, out to the side. Okay, flying warrior. Take your arms up to the sky. Straighten your right leg so everything lifts up. And then just as you exhale, lower your hands to your hips. So nice and gentle. Turn your right toes to face the long edge of the mat. We're coming into goddess. So if you need to walk the feet in just a tiny bit, heels turn in, toes turn out. Okay, keeping your hands on your hips so you're nice and supported. The ribs are in, belly's engaged. Bend the knees into your goddess. And then just have a little check here if your knees are rolling in. You want to squeeze the glutes a little more so your knees are over the ankles. And we're going for this slight little pulse here. So as you breathe in, just this slight little lift. So tiny lift. Exhale, sink back down. 2 more. The spine is straight and long. Lift. Exhale, pulse down. 1 more. Inhale, little lift. Exhale down and hold. 1 breath in and out. Okay, slowly straighten the legs. Enjoy that release. Turn your toes to face the long edge of the mat. We breathe in a little lift at the chest. And exhale, breath, we fold. So hands can stay at the hips or they can fall straight down to the mat, whatever feels more comfortable for you. And then finding that comfortable distance with your legs bending the knees as much as you need to and just bowing down for a moment. So we're letting go through that back line of the body. So if you can, tip the crown of the head down to the mat. And then just noticing here, if you have a lot of weight in your heels, feeling like you're sinking back, see if you can come a little further into the balls of your feet. And you can always use a block if you need to under your hands. And just one more breath to enjoy here. That kind of cooling forward fold, letting the body go. Okay, turn both toes out towards the corners of the mat again, so the hips kind of open. Walk your hands over towards your left foot and bend into your left knee for a Skandasana. So we're going to keep the spine nice and long here, so wherever you are, keep it straight. If you need a block, take a block with you, but we're going to move together today. So as you inhale, come through center, so we're moving through the forward fold, and as you exhale, we bend into the right knee, hands are moving over to the right. Beautiful. So you can stay as lifted or as low as you like. Inhale back through center. So a crawl through, use the support of the ground or a block. Bend into the left knee. Beautiful. I'm trying to make sure your knees stay over your ankles, the one that's bent, sorry. And last time over to the other side, inhale through center. We want to keep the hips nice and open. Bend through the right knee. Again, the chest is kind of lifted, the spine is long. Yeah, nice, guys. All right, inhale back to center into your forward fold. You can turn the toes forward if it's more comfortable. We inhale one halfway lift. So you're just getting a little longer through the spine, fingertips towards the mat. Exhale, fold back down. Okay, curl your hands all the way around to the front of the mat. So right toes turn to the front, ball of the left foot. Step back to your plank. Okay, this one's your choice if you want to flow this. If you want to skip, go ahead and skip. Otherwise, inhale, draw forward. Exhale to lower, elbows are in. Even the chin tucks in as you lower down. Your in-breath finds you through cobra or up dog, keeping the legs strong. And then an exhale breath, you push into the palms to lift the hips up to sky. Nice, guys. And then hold in here, that kind of active rest. If you need to go to child's pose, feel free, but we're going to have 3 breaths here. So a little reset, breathe it in through the nose and out. 2 more, deep breath in and out, push into the palm. 1 more, deep breath in and out, feeling that stretch along the back of the body. Okay, awakening again through the front. Inhale, left leg lifts to sky, 3-legged dog. Exhale, we tiger curl into the center. We pause. 2 more. Inhale, left leg lifts back. Exhale to the center. Keep that push into the shoulders. 1 more time. Inhale, left leg back. Kick with the heel. Nice. Exhale, tiger curl through the center. Step between your hands. Okay, we're moving straight through. So shift the weight onto the left foot. And we just step to the top of the mat into your forward fold. So right foot next to the left. We halfway lift, straight spine. Exhale to fold. Rise to stand, circle the arms all the way up to the sky. And exhale, breath, hands to your heart. Okay, shifting your weight onto your left foot this time. Take a breath in, raise the arms up. And we slowly lift the right foot up to a stalk. So right toes up. Beautiful. Hold in here for a moment, pulling the ribs and belly in, the crown of the head up. Okay, flowing through to your airplane, right foot passes the left leg. The arms flow with you, so turn the palms out so the chest can open up. We hold just for 1 breath. The emphasis on kicking with the right heel. Nice. And slowly tap your right ball of the foot down to the mat, crescent lunge. Okay, the chest leans forward, so you're hovering over your left thigh. So keep this back leg really strong here. Anchor down through the right heel. Chest over the thigh, tuck the chin in. We inhale, take the arms forward in line with your shoulders and your ears. Exhale, flow the arms back. So it's just the shoulders that are moving here, the shoulders and the arms. 2 more. Inhale, bring the forward, tuck the chin in. Exhale, flow them down. 1 more, keep the back leg strong. Inhale, reach forward. So stretching through the back, awakening the core. Exhale, flow them down. Inhale, rise up, full crescent lunge. Hold for a moment. Feeling that balance, that strength, that heat. Take a breath in. Exhale, warrior two. Take your time to open to the right to find your warrior two. So left toes are forward, right are kind of towards the side. We sink the hips down, roll the shoulders back, pull the belly in. Beautiful. Flip your left palm, reverse your warrior. Left arm lifts up to the sky. Exhale, warrior two out to the sides. Lying warrior, take the arms up, straighten the left leg. And again, exhale, hands to your hips. Left toes turn to face the long edge, and we're going again straight back into goddess. So if you need to adjust the sides of your stance, heels in, toes out. Okay, slowly bend through the knees. We sink the hips down. Knees over ankles, so check your alignment first. The belly's in, the shoulders are back. Beautiful. Again, just a little pulse, so same thing. Inhale, little lift. Exhale, little bend. Two more. Little lift. And bend. One more. Enjoying that shake. Little lift. And down. We hold still. Deep breath in. And out. Okay, slowly straighten the legs. Feel that relief. Toes turn to the side. This time, take your hands around behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Loop the shoulders back. Take a deep breath in. Lift in. Exhale, breath. We fold. So the chest leads forward. The arms over the back line of the body as you fold. And in half. Tucking the chin in. If this is too uncomfortable on the shoulders, feel free to just fold normally. We're going to have a couple more breaths here. So you can take the hands down the back line as far as that feels comfortable. You can even experiment with drawing the shoulders away from the ears. Just whatever feels good here. You have one more breath. Okay, slowly take your hands to your lower back. And then it's just a massage down the back of your legs. So your hands just draw this line down the back of the legs all the way to the mat. Beautiful. Okay, so same thing here. Turn your toes to face the corners of the mat. We're going again into our Skandasana. So this time we walk over to your right foot, bend into your right knee. And then this time, if your hips are open and you want to sink lower, go for it, but just make sure your knee is staying tracking over your ankle so the hips are still rotated out. Then inhale, we come back through center. And we're just going to do two on each side. So if you want to flow in your own time, feel free to take it at your own pace. So just having one more on each side, just kind of feeling into your hips here. So a bit of freedom. If you want to lift your hands, go for it. Using a bit more strength through the legs. And then whenever you're finished, we'll meet back into the center in our forward fold. So take your time, moving through the hips. Beautiful. So toes will face the side of the mat, bowing the head forward and down. And I'm just going to enjoy a few more breaths here in our forward fold. Nice, guys, allowing the heat to release. If you need to give your neck a little bit of a shake, a bit of a release, let's have one more breath here. Okay, halfway lift. Breathe in, long, straight spine. Exhale, forward fold. Okay, crawl your hands all the way around to the top of the mat. So your left toe should turn forward. Right ball of the left foot, step back. Right foot, step back to plank. Okay, if you want to go ahead and skip the flow, feel free. If you want to keep that heat moving, take the flow. So we inhale, shift forward. Exhale to lower, the kneecaps are lifted and strong. You flow between cobra or up dog, lifting the heart. And downward facing dog, hips to the sky. Beautiful, guys. Okay, rise up onto the toes. A bend in the knees. Walk, step, or a jump to the top of your mat. Okay, halfway lift as you breathe in. Exhale, breath to fold. Rise to stand, circle the arms all the way up to the sky. And then exhale, breath, land your hands at your heart, and we're just going to hold here. So hands connected at your center. Roll the shoulders back. Maybe even just close the eyes for a second. Softening the eyelids, the creases of the corners of the eyes. Softening the lips, the tongue, the jaw. And with your hands together at your chest, you might even just notice that subtlety of your breath. Bringing in that lift and fall of your chest. That smooth breath in and that really releasing breath out. Just hold here for one more moment. Breathe in that air. And letting it all go. Okay, release your hands down by your sides. One last little bit, last little balance. So we're shifting our weight onto our right foot first, and then we're going to come straight to a stalk. So go ahead and lift your left knee in line with the left hip, flex the toes up. Notice if your left hip is pulling up a little more than the right, you want to have your hips square. Nice. And when you found your balance, the core is strong. We inhale, take the arms up to the sky. Okay, exhale breath, we're flowing through to our aeroplane. So it's familiar space where we're being. The left leg kicks back, the arms flow, the chest opens so the palms are out. Beautiful. Left hip is down, flex through the left heel. Okay, so your choice, you can either just hold here today, otherwise to explore warrior 3 and get a little straighter through the back, you start to lower the chest in line with the hips and bring the arms forward. This is completely optional, so hold wherever you feel steady. Again, emphasis on that back leg. Nice, guys. So turn your left pinky toe down towards the mat. So you want to keep the hips square. We're using that right glute. Hold one more breath wherever you are. Okay, back to stalk. Wherever you are, lift through the chest. Bring the left knee in and up to stalk. And slowly lower it down. Let it go. Beautiful. Shake the right leg. Give it a little release there. Have a breath. If it's really hot where you are, apologies. Okay, one more side. What leg did we just do? Okay, so we're shifting the weight onto the left leg this time. Right knee lifts up to stalk. Flex the right toes up. We're nearly done. Take a breath in, arms come up. And then when you're ready, when you've found your balance, we flow to airplane. So take your time, feel that steadiness through your gaze. So find a focus point, stare at it, and don't move from there. Squeeze the shoulder blades in once you're in airplane. The fingers are strong. That right hip is pulling down. And then if you're going for warrior 3, a little straighter through the back, the belly and ribs pull in. As your chest comes down, again, feel that strength even to the fingertips, even to the toes and heel. Beautiful, guys. Nice. Okay, one more breath to hold strong wherever you are. Okay, back to stalk. Bend the knee in, lift through the chest, lift through the hands, come all the way up. And slowly lower down. Beautiful. And have a little shake, a little jiggle, hips, feet, ankles, whatever needs a little release there. Okay, we're taking it down. So feet hip distance apart or wherever's comfortable. Take a breath in all the way up to sky, arms lift. Exhale breath, we fold forward and down. And then we're just going to enjoy a little bit of space here. So if you want to grab alternate elbows, if it feels better to widen the feet, go for it. And then just find a gentle sway side to side. You're trying to find a little bit more freedom into the body, into the back. Maybe give the neck a shake if it's feeling a little tight or tender. You can wiggle the shoulders. And start to maybe balloon the belly out, letting it all go. Knowing the knees can be as bent as you like. Beautiful. Taking one more breath here. Okay, slowly letting go of the elbows. We take one more halfway lift as you breathe in. So long and straight spine. Find that strength. Exhale to fold back down. Hands come all the way down to the mat. Step back to your plank. Okay, we're going to do this one together. So make sure your wrists are under your shoulders. You're drawing back through your heels. If you want to lower your knees down, feel free to lower them. But we're going to lower down for the count of 5. So together, tuck the chin in, push up into the shoulders. So you're kind of rounding through the shoulder blades. We inhale, shift forward. Exhale, we lower. 5, 4, hips are in line with the shoulders. 3, 2, 1. Relax to the mat. Nice. Untuck the toes and just a one-time cobra. So a last baby lift of the heart, gentle back bend. Exhale to fold back down. Okay, push to a modified plank. So keep your knees grounded, just the chest lift and the hips. All right, coming straight into a child's pose. So take your knees out nice and wide. Big toes come together and you slowly move all the way back. Beautiful. So hips towards the ankles, arms stay extended, and forehead down. Breathing in and out of the nose. Soft and slow breath traveling in and out. Beautiful, guys. Letting that heat move through the body. Letting all those sensations swirl around. Finding that really kind of slow and cooling breath. Take one more here. Okay, slowly lift your chest, lift your hips, come up onto all fours. And we'll swivel over to one side to come straight to a seat. Beautiful. Okay, so taking your legs straight out in front of you, heels together, toes are flexing up to the sky. Okay, making this nice and kind of controlled. Bring your hands to either sides of your legs, so pads of the fingers. Roll the shoulders back, lift the heart, breathe in. Exhale, breath, start to fold. So in your own time, crawling the hands forward, bend your knees as much as you need to fold your body down. So the way we kind of use the hands to crawl is so we can keep the spine a little longer. That way you get this nice release into the lower back. And then once you're in your spot, that's when you can curl and relax a little more. But just so there's no kind of pressure in your lower back. So kind of finding this sense of spreading your shoulder blades across the back. So nice and open. Allow the body to release, the neck to soften. One more breath. Okay, slowly roll up. One vertebrae at a time. Move nice and gentle through the spine. All the way up. We're going to go for one more forward fold. So this time come into a butterfly. So bring your feet together and your knees out wide and just wherever feels comfortable. If you like to come closer, if you like to go further away, wherever you can fold. If you need a block, grab a block. So again, hands are controlled. So to the mat or to your legs, you take a breath in, lift the heart. Then as you exhale, as you move your hands forward, feel like your chest is what's leading you. So kind of like you're pulling out of your hips. And then when you found your point where you're like, nope, I'm not going any further, you can relax into it. So softening the shoulders, maybe the belly, and the neck. And then just allowing yourself to hold here. And be feeling a nice release through the outer hips, the glutes, the back. Take 2 more slow breaths here. The jaw's soft, eyes are relaxed, tongue has released. Okay, 1 vertebrae at a time. We gently rise, coming back to a straight and tall spine. Okay, bringing the knees together up to the sky, and then wiggling yourself forward to the top of the mat. If you've had enough of your core and just want to lay down, feel free to go for it. Otherwise, reaching your hands forward, we take our last little hold. So breathe in, lift the chest. So nice and bright through the upper body. Exhale breath, we start to lower. So keeping your feet firmly planted to the mat, use that support. Keep the knees drawing in line with the hips. And then whenever you're ready to lower yourself down, let your body touch the mat. Nice. Okay, once you're down, bring your knees into your chest, have a nice big hug and squeeze. And just like to enjoy this little pose here. So if you want to rock side to side, if it feels good for you, it's kind of a position that we don't really do every day. So if the back is a little tight or sore, take some time to really roll slowly side to side. Noticing if the chin is poking up to the sky, tucking it back in so the neck is long. Okay, right knee stays hugged into your chest. Left leg extends out long, nice and straight. Okay, take your right arm out to the side in line with your shoulder. If you can, have your palm turned up today, so it's a little lighter through the arm. Then you slowly want to wiggle your hips towards the right so you can twist over to the left. So that little wiggle is just going to make sure your spine is nice and straight and there's no pull into your lower back. And then you might turn your head towards your right hand. You might add a prop underneath the right leg. Or you can always tuck the right toes behind the left knee. Or just whatever feels good here, wherever your body's comfortable. Always finding the position that your body needs. That spot that feels really juicy, where you can really get that deep release into. Relaxing into the glutes and the hips, the shoulders. Is when all that kind of softness comes in. Let go of that engagement. We can release any heat. Release the tightness that we're holding on to. One more breath here. Okay, slowly rolling back onto your back. Take your time. A slow release, come over onto your back. And then we'll switch to the other side. So left knee comes in, a nice big hug in, right leg lands straight. Your left arm out to the side. Again, if you can have your palm up. Wiggle of your hips over to the left. And slowly twist across your body towards the right. And then the head turn only if it feels comfortable, and your neck to turn to the left. And then just even noticing if there's any kind of engagement in your feet, up the thighs, into the glutes. If you're holding on through the core, you can let that go. If you're holding any tightness in the chest, just let it relax as you breathe out. And slowly rolling back onto your back. Okay, keep your left knee hugged into your chest so your right leg can stay down long onto the mat. Start to open your left knee out towards the left, so towards your left shoulder. You can bring your right hand to your right hip for a bit of support. So it's just a half happy baby here. So you can either stay here or go for the full half happy baby. Well, yeah, reaching for the inner sole of the left foot and taking the left foot up. So we're just having a little bit more of a gentle approach into the hips here. And if this is too much, having the right leg extended, you can bend your right knee and ground your right foot if that feels more supportive. And let's just take one more breath. Okay, slowly coming back to your left knee, bringing the left knee into the chest. And then we'll switch to the other side. So bring your right knee in, the left leg or left foot can either come down or you can extend the left leg straight. You slowly open your right hip or the right knee. And then if you're going for the full version, you'll reach for the inner sole of the right foot, take the right foot up. And again, that left hand just kind of adds a little support to bring the left hip down. Just so if you find you're rocking over to the right, it's just a little bit more support. Okay, slowly come back to the knee, bring the right knee in, and then bring your left knee in to meet the right as well, both into your chest. Okay, we're gonna go for the full version. So if you wanna skip, feel free. Otherwise both knees come out to the sides, and then full happy baby, reaching for both inner soles, the feet come up. And then just noticing if this kind of feels a little bit more spacious than it would usually. We're just really noticing any changes, having a little bit more of a gentle approach and just taking your time with it. And we'll have a couple breaths here. So if you want to go for the leg extensions, if you want to rock, whatever movements you usually take here, or maybe there's something completely different that your body's craving. So taking whatever you need. Any last movements. Let's go 2 more breaths. And if you have hold of the feet, slowly coming back to the knees and bringing your knees into your chest. So have that moment to square everything off. Bring the knees in, feel the hips close off. One more moment to hug everything in close, to maybe take a breath in. And then we exhale into Shavasana. So take your time, grab anything that you need, any clothes, any layers. Taking the legs out long, making sure you're nice and comfortable today. Maybe even taking up a little bit more space than usual, widening the legs, widening the arms. Picking up all the space on the ground. And scanning through your body, with the toes relaxed to the sides, with the calves melting into the ground. Have the thighs and glutes softened down. There's your belly softening in. Is your chest and shoulders completely relaxed? Have you got space all the way down to the fingertips? Have you released the eyebrows and the jaw and the tongue? Is your breath slow? Is your breath calm? Is your heartbeat slow? Is your heartbeat calm? Allowing your body to come to stillness and your breath to guide you into that place of relaxation. Allowing some space to just let go, to just be. Starting to breathe a little deeper into your chest and your belly. And still just keeping your body relaxed. And just maybe slowly just bring some movement to your fingers and your toes. And if you want to take a nice big stretch, anything that gently awakens your body. In your own time, if you want to roll to one side, and just taking your time, moving in your own space to come back to your seat. And just keeping our eyes closed, breathing in and out of the nose, keeping the body calm. Bringing your hands together at your heart. And then just knowing at any point through your day, through your week, you can just always come back to this space. Hands at your heart, slow breath in and out of the nose. Let's take one more together. A deep breath in through the nose and let it go. And bowing your head to your hands and to your heart. And thank you for joining me this morning. Namaste.